Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. March 27th. Somehow we're almost all the way through March. I feel like it was just 2025, but it's been a terrible year. So I guess the further we go away from 2025 and the Trump meme coin, the Melania, the better it gets. So we're one day closer to some positivity. Welcome in, everybody. If you are joining us here live on X, make sure to retweet it. If you are on Instagram, I don't think there's anything you can do. Maybe you can share it on Instagram. Shout out to Instagram.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to figure that out. Dude, first of all, you look fly, dude.
It's Fun Shirt Friday, baby.
Nigga, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday?
Wait, it's Wednesday?
It's Tuesday.
It's Thursday. No, it's
Tuesday.
Thursday. It's Thursday.
Thursday. Fun Shirt Thursday.
Jay looking fly as hell. Boy, where you going?
Yeah, you know.
On a date or something?
You know,
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those times. Like I like to look fresh for
Got
the audience. Set.
Shaving, got the jewelry on.
I like to, I like to look fresh for the audience that supports us here today. They want to look at a nice, presentable Jewish man, right? They don't want to look at some slouch. They want to look at a.
I look good still though.
Good morning, Sam. You always look good.
Handsome.
Good morning, Samuel Inu. Steve the Canadian. Shout out to Steve. We got Jayhawk in the house. Says we're on time. Jayhawk's on time today. He was a little bit late yesterday. We're not going to dock his pay though, right?
No, we're gonna dock his pay. Yeah, for sure.
We're going to dock his pay.
Yeah.
Jayhawk, we're going to dock your pay a little bit, but let's get into it. First off, guys, before we start the show, let's all throw in a little zin together. So if anyone has nicotine at home, if they have a vape, OMG, he's looking good. He is good looking. Not gay. It's not gay unless you fight.
It's not gay if you fight after.
It is gay if you fight after.
No, it's not gay if you fight after. Square. The loser is gay.
Okay, well that's not fair because some people like me don't fight and we're not gay. Anyways, nothing wrong with being gay. Good morning to Peace. We learned this week that Peace is actually a lady.
Peace. We love Peace.
We thought that Peace was a man for the longest time. Because look at the profile picture. It's hard to tell, right?
Yeah.
And most people in
she
crypto.
DM'd me a picture of herself. So
Me too. Should we dox her?
No.
I'm just kidding, Peace. We'd never do that. I was in the elevator yesterday, shirt off, sweating after a nice run or after a walk, maybe. Yeah, it was after a walk.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was after a scooter ride. My shirt was off. And there was a lady in the elevator. And I get out. We're talking. We're chatting up. She has like a box of dog food. And I go, all right, have a nice day. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Jake. I'm like, what's your name? She's like, Faith. I go, got to have more faith. She's like, yes, you did walk that. Nice. You know, just like quick one-liners are what you need, you know?
And then he plowed her.
No. She's a neighbor. Maybe we'll see her again, but I won't forget that. I won't forget the name.
True.
Because you say that. But, you know, I think in order to be successful in life, you need some quick one-liners, right? Enough with the bullshit. Enough with the like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. Like, say something memorable. Like, and remember the name, right?
You know, in our elevators, like we see like a lot of people, and I always talk to everyone. Like, hey, how's it going? What you got going on today? You know? And some people are a little less social than others. Like one chick was just like
yeah.
I live here. I'm not going to steal from you.
Yeah. No, I've had people like when I walk into our building, like I'll walk in like after them, you know, and like they'll like go to the mail room because they're scared. But I get it. If you're like a woman and some 6'4" tall, good looking Jewish man walks in.
In the elevator, though, like, no, ain't nobody going to do nothing, you know?
Yeah. So, but I get it. If I was a chick, I'd probably be like carrying pepper spray, carrying all the time and a little bit worried. But yeah, I mean, remember, this is a funny story.
I guess I kind of look like a hood rat sometimes.
We were in Aspen and we walked out of the restaurant and in walks Katy Perry with her mother.
Oh, yeah.
And Katy Perry like double took. She was like, not because we're good looking studs, but because she was like worried,
Threesome?
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Foursome with mom? No, it's because she was like, oh God, like two big men walking out. Like, I'm Katy Perry, I'm famous, you know?
Looked good. I think we kind of dressed
we looked good, but it's just funny, like how I think most women's mind think. And honestly, I think it should be that way because there are a lot of crazy men out there, right? So you do want to have that first thought of like,
I guess
you don't want to think that
coming out of like a fancy ass restaurant. We're in a nice building.
It's Katy Perry though. Like, you know,
I just thought I didn't even know it was Katy Perry. I just thought it was another hot chick. I was like, oh, hot chick, and I just kept going.
I thought it was just another average chick. I was like, yeah,
she was hot.
She's okay. She's not my type.
You would smash.
She ain't foreign.
It's boring.
It's boring. She ain't Jewish.
Well, no. Oh yeah, okay, there it is.
She ain't Jewish.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. God bless. Before we
get into the market, can we show some of our favorite Ghibli?
What are Ghiblis,
photos?
by the way, for the boomers in the chat like myself?
So there's animations from like, you know, the guy who made like Princess Mononoke, like all those like anime cartoons.
Yeah.
And these are some of my favorite ones. This is the guy on the plane with the burger who yelled the N-word. That was pretty funny. This is Joe Biden sniffing a little girl. Another good one. This is, we all know what this one is.
I don't know what that is.
No?
No.
And that was pretty funny. And then here's a few extras that I thought were
so funny. What is a Ghibli? Like you can just create yourself?
Yeah, it's just like an AI thing. You can create like a picture of yourself. Yeah, this is because you'd be in jail.
Because you'd be in jail.
Hatua, which I still think she's hot.
I did before she scammed us.
Raw, next question. This is the one where that chick.
Never seen it. What is that? What is it? I've never seen it.
So that like some guy was responding to a chick that was, this is actually real. An Asian cop was responding to a lady who was kind of going nuts, and she charged him with a knife, and she actually cut him, and he shot and killed her.
Were people upset about that? Because like if you get charged with a knife, you should be able to.
Yeah, of course. You know, like people, are like, oh my god, about racism.
Defund the police.
She ran at him with a knife.
But she's black, Rodney. You can't kill her.
And she's huge. She was way bigger than the cop. And there's the guy from the Olympics.
I know that one. How do we do this? How do I Ghibli myself?
There's an AI thing you could do. Everybody's doing it. I think the trend, we might have missed it, you know, a little bit.
Can someone Ghibli me while we're on the stream? Jane Flowers, Jayhawk, Hovey. Can someone in the chat Ghibli me while we're on the stream and tag me?
This man.
I want to retweet it. Website to make those I need for my business. Yeah, me too. GM Legend, how you doing? Someone said, I honestly don't know why I follow you. I don't either. You should,
I don't have anything.
You should unfollow me. It's okay. I won't be offended.
What's up, 7? You're cool. Hang out.
I won't be offended. But hopefully we can earn your love and respect on the stream. This stream right here, guys, March 27, 2025, is dedicated to 7. I want to earn that fall today, 7. So we're going to get into cryptocurrency news. Do what we do best. Do what the boys do better than anybody else in the crypto space. We were voted #1 crypto podcast of the year.
By who?
By me. By us. And let's get into it. So Bitcoin, 87,135. Ethereum is at 2020. It should be shared, no? Share or open?
Share or open. All right.
Here we go. Let's start from the top, guys. Everybody from the top.
Nice.
Speaking of from the top, one take. If you haven't seen Adolescence yet on Netflix, I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it. It's a one take movie.
Yeah.
And it's 4 episodes, one take. There are no cuts.
Yeah.
There are no scene stops, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a director, but it's literally 1 hour of one camera rolling the whole time. The most impressive thing I've seen in my life. I talked to Mike afterwards because he recommended it. I'm like, bro, I can't believe they shot it in one take. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you didn't notice that? Like that there's no fucking cuts?
There's got to be a cuts.
There's not one cut. Yeah, so it literally like let's say it's following you, you're the main character, which you kind of look like the main character. Yeah, black London stud cop. But like let's say it wants to switch scenes, it will like walk you through the doorway and it will pick me up as I walk in. And it goes for an hour. And there's like a 13-year-old boy. And dude, he has episode 3, spoiler, he has a 1 hour scene with a therapist.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm spoiling that much. And no takes, right?
Yeah.
But they gave themselves 1 week to film each episode. The first one they did in the second shot, right?
Yeah.
The last 3 they did in the 10th take. So they had to redo it 10 times. Because I was like, bro, if you fuck up once, like there's long lines. If you fuck up one time and you do see that they do kind of stutter and fuck up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they just keep going. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, side note, big show guy. So Bitcoin from the top. Speaking of shows, have I talked about Severance? Did I talk about Severance? I'm kidding. Let's get into it. Although Severance season 2, episode 10, banger alert. I won't spoil it for you guys. Absolute banger.
Please.
Okay. 87,272 Bitcoin. Are people still complaining? We have an $87,000 Bitcoin. Things are looking good, guys. Ethereum, $2,000. XRP actually down. 235? The fuck's going on? BNB, 637. Solana right around 140. Dogecoin was at a $29 billion market cap today. It's at $28 billion. Cardano's at 73 cents. Tron holding strong above a $22 billion market cap at $23. Chainlink holding above $15. How about Toncoin on the move? Toncoin's up 9% on the day. Hopefully we have some Toncoin news because this was at $2.20 earlier this month. Now we're at $3.92. Toncoins, let's just, Toncoin deserves to be looked at this month. I guess when we started the month, we were at $3.40, but we did drop all the way down to $2.20, if I remember correctly. So almost a 2x for Toncoin during what we would consider a pretty bad month of February and March. Avalanche at $22. Stellar Lumens is at 28 cents. SWI has now flipped Shiba Inu.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about this yesterday.
You like that?
SWI's up 6% on the day, 5.43% on the day, up 11% on the week. SWI is now the number 16 meme coin in the world. Shiba Inu at an $8.4 billion market cap. HBAR is at 20 cents. I'll round up for them. Polkadot is at $10. We'll round up for $6. Just kidding. It's at $4.63. Litecoin at $93. And let's go see where Pepe is. 3.5. So we had a $3.6 billion Pepe yesterday. We're at a $3.5 billion Pepe. And one quick look at the memes before we get into some of the news. So Trump, $2.2 billion. Bonk still holding strong above a $1 billion market cap. Floki at $683 million. SPX, $580 million. Now a top 100 token. It was actually 99 yesterday. How about Farcoin? $563 million. The 101st ranked cryptocurrency. And Pudgy Penguins, $442. WIF at $530. and base Brett at 368.
Nice.
So kind of trading sideways and a little bit down from where we were yesterday, but compared to where we were at in February or early March, meme coins are recovering pretty nicely. Altcoins are looking strong, and Bitcoin's holding strong. So we call consolidation before what I believe is the next leg up.
Hopefully, I watch a popular YouTuber called something Bacon. What's his name? Something Bacon. Asian guy. But he said he sold half of his holdings, which is interesting. Just loading up on cash. That was interesting. There's a lot of people out there that are thinking that we're going to have some sort of recession. I'm seeing things of it here and there. I don't know. I think with this economy, and obviously with the whole tariffs coming into effect here very soon, we have some more tariff news. Our least favorite T word next to trans. But it's interesting to see some of the different thoughts of the people in the crypto space. A lot of people think we're going to dump a little more. A lot of people think we're going to pump. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know what's going to happen. But interesting news. So check this out. So President Trump announced 25% tariffs on all cars not made in the United States, right? And then we also saw that Ferrari to increase price by 10% to offset President Trump's tariff. So obviously that's going to affect the price of Ferrari.
Is that Italian too?
Yeah, and I think and I think that people that could probably afford to buy a Ferrari are not going to care about a 10% increase.
Nope.
But what I want to say is that even like people like Elon Musk, who's obviously helping the government out, get rid of spending right now. He says, right? Elon Musk says the tariff impact on Tesla is still significant.
You want to know why?
He understands it.
Well, because
he's getting behind it.
And Teslas are all made in America, right? A lot of parts are sourced from elsewhere, but it's like it is an American-made company. So what it's doing, because Toyotas, Hyundais, Mitsubishis, which I don't think anyone buys that, are more expensive, people are looking for American-made products. So I think that he's happy with it. Also, he's so close with Trump. I don't think he's ever going to outspeak against Trump.
No, but I think that other countries that want them, because other countries want them, they're going to obviously see some.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking about just in America.
Yeah, no. They're going to see like the reciprocal.
Go back to his quote. The tariff impact on Tesla is still significant, which means it's good or bad.
It's probably bad.
Yeah,
it's probably bad. But he understands that this is one of those things where, like, hey, we have to just kind of get behind the person we elected to see what's going to happen. To see what's going to happen in the long term. And shout out to Javi, says, it's virtual bacon, dude, has a totally different strategy, which I really like him and I respect him as a content creator. I've been watching him more and more. And he made some really good points on, one of the things he said about altcoins too, and I'm sorry, like kind of a little
segue,
a little bit of segue. He's like, why hold all these different altcoins that are down 60% instead of like holding, top altcoins that are down 60% and have shown to actually like move with the market and actually make some gains. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Say that again. Why hold top altcoins or meme coins?
Just altcoins. So a lot of people like hold so many different altcoins that are not like in the top 10, top 20, or maybe top 50. Because they want them to do whatever X is. Instead of like taking that money, maybe selling it, trading sideways, right? Because they're both down 60%, like roughly, right? And putting it into maybe SWI or maybe Ethereum or maybe Solana, like things that have shown to actually move with the market. And I thought that made a lot of sense because, if you think about crypto in general, like everything's kind of the same thing, but a different version of a layer one, a centralized exchange, or whatever, right? So I thought that was interesting, and I thought that was a really good take on other altcoins.
Absolutely, but I think if that guy's selling at these levels, he doesn't know what he's doing. To be completely honest with you,
he's very wealthy.
He should have sold in January, right, at peak euphoria, because we are going to have another leg up. So him selling 50% of his portfolio at these levels, he's going to regret that in about 2 months' time. Shout out to our guy. So? I think so. Shout out to older fatter Big James in the house. GM boys, Big James sending you love. That's Jimmy Hill's father. Shout out Big James.
I don't know.
He's going to regret that. Save this clip, virtual bacon. You will regret selling half of your tokens on March 26th when the markets rip in April and also in May. We will see. But if he sold, he sold an $86,000 Bitcoin. He probably has a lot of ETH. He probably has a lot of SOL. So essentially, he sold at $139 SOL. And when he could have sold at $290 or anywhere above $139, he had a long time to sell above $139. And ETH at 2,000.
Who knows when he got into these? Maybe he's up significantly still.
I mean, most of us are up significantly still.
You can't call the top. And the thing is, like, all the information that was available to us then, except for the tariffs, maybe I think maybe they weren't. You never know. Maybe he had new evidence or new ideas of maybe why he thinks we might be going to a recession or something.
I think that we might. I think a lot of evidence is pointing at a recession, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. So you think we're gonna have another massive run up before?
Yeah, I think we have one more parabolic leg up, and then we're going to see the top 7 in the stocks start to crash, which will probably cause the crypto markets to crash as well. And we'll have a better time to buy as much Bitcoin as humanly possible over the next 2 years. It's going to be beautiful. But I mean, selling here at these levels, I never shame anyone for selling, but I think that he could probably sell his ETH, Bitcoin, SOL, Cardano, XRP. Maybe not XRP, it's up 300%. Cardano is doing well too, but he'll have a better chance to make more money if he were to just hold, which is why we preach the number one philosophy in crypto space, which is to hold. If you can DCA on red days, and when, honestly, I have a new theory. When KOLs start disappearing, that's when you need to buy more, right? Once they start disappearing and getting scared from mean tweets, that's when you need to buy more.
Yeah, it's interesting that that's what makes this space great. Everyone has their own opinion, and we're gonna see, right? We gonna see. That's why me, a normal pleb in this space, I just DCA and just take profits when I'm up a little bit. You know
yep, and that's why me, an actual goated trader, right? I out traded Crasher's Clay on right? Crasher's Clay.
Crash, get his ass.
Love the guy, but he did come after me. He quote tweeted my tweet saying that XRP
He's still saying it's going to go like 50 cents.
I said XRP is going to pump or something like that. I forget what the tweet was. XRP is going to gigasend, whatever. And he quote tweeted and says, "I'm shorting this to its death right now." And then within 24 hours, I think, the SEC released news that the court case was thrown out, and XRP went to about $2.50. So,
and the thing is, like,
I'm 1 for 1.
Pieces of news like, I mean,
that's the only call I've ever made.
Pieces of news like that are kind of like a wild card sometimes, but that's something we thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, well, the SEC literally, new administration, they just dropped the court cases on 8 of the biggest. The ninth one was probably the biggest. It was probably going to be the Grand Slam that came in last. And it came in exactly as expected. No, I'm kidding. I'm kind of tooting my own horn here. I didn't know that was going to happen, but I'm also a long-term investor, right? I think that the price for virtual bacon.
Yeah.
Poor guy catching strays on this channel today.
I like him though. Let's be clear. I think he's like legit. He has really good content. He's really smart, dude. It's nice. He's not some fucking like straight degen. He's like an actual guy. Just talks about altcoins. Doesn't shill. Just a guy.
Yeah, he's a chat. But I think that long term, will Ethereum be trading above $2,000? Will Solana be trading above 130? Yes. So therefore, it makes sense to hold rather than to sell now. What up, LFG now? LFG.
Hey, LFG.
LFG, we need you to produce more video content. You spent all this money on a great setup. You got a fucking sick-ass podcast studio. Your video is great. Yeah. I need more. I challenge LFG between now and Monday. I need a video. Yeah, I need a video, LFG, or else we can't be friends because you have such a good setup, a great voice. We love your voice. We love the Vancouver French voice, French Quebec voice. And we need more content from you, LFG. We need more content, all right? Yeah. Talking to you personally.
We love you,
We need
LFG.
more content.
LFG's that nigga,
Is he black?
Yeah, he's that nigga. You know what I mean?
Philip Toussaint from the Caribbean. He moved there to escape American taxes.
My vibration, man. That's racist, right? Be a con.
He's probably Philip. Are you Caribbean?
Do they have French? They speak French in some part of the. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I get the accents.
They speak English.
I was chatting up with someone from the Caribbean, and I get the accents, Jake. I understand why you love it. Yes. Got you more coming. I have plans. Good. You better fucking get to those plans. First of all, LG's been working overtime. I've been working with LG for a while now, and the motherfucker's getting after it. So I appreciate it.
We have some clarification on the virtual bacon. Lucy Fuego says he said to sell altcoins outside the top 10 to 20 to buy more top 20 altcoins, not sell his ETH and SOL now.
Yes, I made that point.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
That's a good point. It's a point I made, yeah.
Buy SWI. Buy SWI, buy SOL, buy ETH. You'll be very happy.
Yeah, because what's the point of holding all these other ones that you don't know? Like, there's a ton of altcoins out there. Like, for example, what's good?
There's like a bunch of AI coins.
No, even like big ones. Like, what's the one? Internet computer. Everyone's in. Like, I think Beam. Like, there's all these different altcoins out there that people are so bullish on. It's like, why don't you just sell that shit and buy ones that we've seen pump at the market? So, But yeah, Demon Slayer. He does look like Demon Slayer. Oh shit! Let me pull it up.
Jayhawk, you say this every time I wear this shirt, bitch. Yeah, boy.
I'm pulling it up right now.
I know it looks like it. I've seen it every time.
Oh shit!
Say blue shirt.
Yeah, this nigga right here. This nigga right.
I think it was probably made after that. Honestly.
Oh shit!
I wouldn't doubt it if they made this shirt.
The anime is whack, by the way.
Is that where he lives right there?
No, the anime is so whack. I mean, it's good, but the beginning of it, so the character is just so gay. Dude.
All anime is whack.
No, it's not.
All anime is gay.
No, it's not gay.
It is gay.
Why?
Because it's stupid, dude. It's
you
cartoons.
Literally watch little fucking rom-coms on fucking
Severance, Adolescence.
Yeah, okay.
Real shit.
Anime's better, bro.
No.
Yes, it is.
I've never watched a single episode of anime. I never will.
You're not cultured.
I am cultured. You're showing your age right now.
Anime?
Anime.
Everyone watches anime.
I know. Some people do. A lot of people do watch anime. It's just not my style, I like
Coach
real shit.
Good.
Coach is an anime guy.
Yeah,
Coach is an anime guy, Coach is an anime guy, though.
Yeah.
All right, here's a very
Jake gets laid, so he doesn't like anime. That's what he's saying.
A little bit. I tweeted this out last night.
Get pussy like
I said, if I launched a meme coin, it would be the fastest growing meme coin in the crypto space, the quickest to reach $1 billion market cap besides Trump.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
Let me know. I'll buy a lot of the supply, and then we'll dump it.
No, I think I wouldn't even own any. I would just. I think the best way to do it is literally to not own any. I would put a donation wallet. If you make money, you send me whatever you feel I deserve, and just fucking shill it to the moon.
You know what? It's I get it, but it's so impossible to know if you didn't own it, because there's some people that have projects that like literally say like I don't own any or I haven't sold any, and it's like, really?
I don't believe them.
Really? But you just don't know. You don't
yeah,
know.
I don't. I mean, you. Look, but I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest at all time of taking shit on the internet.
Jake looking fly one time on stream, and he's just dunking on everything.
So if people came at me, I wouldn't care. As long as I know the truth, right? As long as I launched a token and did not own any, I wouldn't care if people say, "Oh my God, he owned it. Here's his wallet." Blah blah blah. I would just shill it to the moon. I would just try to make my followers as much money as humanly possible.
Yeah, and then when it dumps and people buy the top, then you're a scammer.
And I wouldn't own it. I'd still promote it.
Yeah, but you still be a scammer.
And I would put a wallet and I'd say, hey, if you made money, just send me ETH, send me Sol, whatever you want.
You remember Pauly? He put like send me ETH, and the people like send like $250,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it was probably him. It was probably, I don't think it's possible.
You don't think so? He was hot back then. People were following Pauly, bro. He just ended up scamming us like the rest of the people.
I think a lot. I think he did have a pretty cult-like following. Yeah, he was cool. He came on our show and he had a pretty cult-like following. So cool guy. He's off of Twitter now, but he did make a comeback. Remember, there was like a meme saying Pauly got arrested for hitting someone, and like it was his team that created it. I thought it was pretty funny.
Really? That's so crazy that he got banned from X, dude. He was doxing somebody. He tried to make other accounts, and they got him off there. That's crazy.
Yeah,
because X is huge.
He went a little wild towards the end.
Yeah,
he went a little wild.
You can't dox people.
You can't dox people.
No, people thought freedom of speech means you can fucking do literally anything. It's like, nah, you can't put people's personal information out there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. All right, let's see. This is my thoughts on the markets right now, Roddy.
All right, let's hear it.
So I said we might trade sideways for a couple weeks, but the next leg up is imminent. When it does come, it will reward those who had conviction, unlike virtual bacon, and those that were able to diamond hand. True or false? Is this going to happen?
Say again, what was it? We might trade sideways for a couple of weeks, but the next leg up is imminent. When it does come, it will reward those who have conviction and those who are able to have diamonds. Yeah, I think it depends, right? Depends what your strategy is. It depends how deep you are in the game. I think the best strategy for people is a dollar cost average and diamond hand, especially top cryptos.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about your shit coins. If you make money on those motherfuckers, sell them and get the fuck out because you just won. 2x, 3x, whatever it is. But yeah, I agree. Yeah,
the shitcoin market's just ruined right now, Like there was a time when people would buy into a meme coin and hold long term. And right now, people are buying into a meme coin. They get a 2x, they dip. The morning routine, that guy, he was the most viral person that we've seen in a long time. That video is getting hundreds of millions of views. There was a token that launched. I think it ran up to a $10 million market cap, maybe a little higher. Now it's at $1 million market cap. Like the daily runners seem to be non-existent right now.
Yeah, it's tough to find good ones. There's been a few, even with the Ghibli narrative. There was a token that launched and it did okay. I think they went like 20-something million or something like that. And I think it's because people are learning. I think people that have been in the trenches for a while, they're kind of learning. They understand that when you hold these shit coins long term, the vast majority of the time you're going to get rugged.
I know, but it's just changed. In 2021, I saw a guy turn $50,000 into 40 million.
Oh yeah,
he didn't sell a dollar. The whole community had conviction, and the project ran up to the billions, 7 billion, billions of dollars of market cap. And now it's like you're lucky if you get one to run to 10 million. It's just because the mindset has changed, right? Because people have gotten wrecked so much. Like long gone are the days of holding all cycle and cashing out and making money like we saw in 2021. Now you have the days of you have to hold for maybe an hour, 2 hours. If you don't, you're going to lose money. It's wild.
And you have to use a platform like Photon or whatever that lets you get in there quick and make sure all your trades go through, especially on Solana. Like the network gets congested, even like Ethereum when it's used a lot. But yeah, I mean, people are learning. The trenches are learning. What we've seen is that most of these devs out there are just trying to make a quick buck, and that's okay if you're making a quick buck with them.
Here's an interesting take here. A good question. What about broccoli? I personally think F2B is the winner. To be honest, I don't know which one is the winner. There's been so many broccolis that have launched.
Yeah.
And I don't like the way that broccoli was launched, right? Even that morning when CZ Binance said he's going to tweet out a picture of his dog and the name of his dog, I was on a Twitter space. There was 1,000 people on there. I go, if he doesn't drop a contract address, you need to stay away because there's going to be about 50 broccolis at launch.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a PvP world and we might not have a winner. And turns out 30 days later, we do see that that's exactly what happened, right? He launched a dog, he launched a name, and then there was 50 broccolis that launched right away. People were just throwing their money. I think the only people that won after Binance announced his dog in the picture were the developers. Developers made a lot of money. Most people that bought in, they got absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for CZ, I think, because he was hyping it up. And I remember when he talked about it, like 1 minute after he announced it, there was literally like 50 different broccolis and you had to find the winner. And obviously the winner was one that hit like insane amounts of market cap sizes. But if you're getting into a token like that and thinking that's going to be long-term, you're absolutely fucking crazy. Like you knew that was a 24-hour trade at most because after that,
it could have been though. If he would have dropped a contract address, it could have been. If he would have said
contract address, bro, he can't do that.
I mean, I think it would have been better for everybody if he said, hey,
for sure.
Yeah. Here's the name, here's the dog, here's the contract address, have fun. It would be trading in the billions of dollars of market cap right now. There's a lot of things that people should have done differently, right? Like the Trump launch was perfect. Went up to a $15 billion market cap. Yeah. Everyone was all in. And then as soon as Melania launched, terrible, right?
Yeah.
The Libra launch, I mean, could have been decent.
Yeah.
It was weird how Javier Milei like announces the tweet and then starts retweeting a bunch of shit, deletes a tweet, pins a tweet. Like, I don't know. I would have done so many things so differently. You know, that fat fuck Hayden Davis, he fucked us all. He'll be spending a lot of time in prison pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, the Trump launch, remember that was peak euphoria. That's when we should have just sat down and been like, all right, this is peak euphoria. It's time to sell. But hindsight's always 2020, you know. Inauguration day was 2 days away. We thought that was going to be up only season. Turns out it wasn't yet, but I do believe up only season is returning here pretty soon.
Yeah, and I think here's a good question for meme coins. Do you think when it comes to like the premier blockchain, are any other blockchains going to overtake Solana when it comes to meme coins? Because right now, Solana is kind of dominating the entire space.
Yeah, Solana, you know, it has the mind share. People are using Phantom Wallet. They know how to use Radium. They know how to use Jupiter. We understand how hard it is to migrate off of a blockchain. Yeah. But I think if there's a couple, right? I mean, BNB has tried to make a little bit of a comeback. Yeah. Ethereum, people are still comfortable using Uniswap and MetaMask. Ethereum will always be there. We just need to see more top plays like Pepe, like Mog, like SPX. But right now, Solana has the mind share. People are comfortable using it. It's also very cheap, right? Yeah. Why would I spend $7 on a transaction on Ethereum when I can spend a couple pennies on Solana? And it's great. But I think Solana did have the max attention, but it is slowly losing it, right? Yeah. Solana is slowly losing momentum, and it's slowly using users. So if I had to say I would look for a new blockchain, I would say Sui does have the capability to overtake Solana. It might not be this cycle, but I think next cycle, Sui will be the home and the place for meme coins.
Absolutely. And when you think about like just trading and traders in general, I mean, people are on Solana all day and Sui all day, every day. And you can't do that with Ethereum because you're going to get charged an arm and a leg on fees. So I agree. Yeah,
absolutely. So very, very interesting. Memecoin will blow up in May for Mother's Day. Is that Mel, our Mel?
Slime makes a good point here. Shout out to Mel. So you're telling me that Pauly is the only one that can pump a coin to 1 billion? How can CZ not do this? No, if CZ came out and actually endorsed something, it would go to 1 billion for sure, but he didn't. Now Pauly's a little different, and he kind of started doing things right around the time Pepe started getting popular. Remember, he was dunking on, first he helped the Pepe community. He wanted to donate a bunch of money to Matt Fury. He was saying he was trying to he was the one who got, Pepe listed on Binance, and that created like a lot of like cult-like behavior, the Ben Eath situation, the Ben Armstrong situation. It was like a perfect storm in that meme coin kind of weird spot, right? But I don't think it got up to 1 billion. Pork got up to like 340 million. I don't know what Pondcoin did, but I know that Pork got up to like 345 million.
Quickly too. Pork flipped Pepe
for a second.
It still happened.
Yeah. And then ever since then, it's okay.
What's it at now?
Who's your daddy?
What's it at now?
I would say sub 20 million. I don't know, but I'll check Dex tools right here.
Pork flip Pepe. And then I think Pauly, like, he was funny. I like those characters. I'm attracted to these characters in the space, like Ben Armstrong,
you love him.
Richard Hart, Pauly.
It's at 20 million. I have it up if you want to pull it up right here. It's at 20 million.
It's at 20 million. Time to buy. Should we send it to Valhalla? No. But I like characters like that, like Pauly, like Ben Armstrong, like Richard Hart, because they're funny. We have so many of these like nerd ass content creators that sit there and go, Bitcoin is at $72,000 a day, and we think it's going to go up to $71,500. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so I like these like wild characters. I don't know why. I think they're funny. I'm not saying they're good for the space, but Ben Armstrong, how much entertainment has he given us over the past couple of years? And I'm not celebrating what happened recently that he's in jail and he's had this fall off and he's addicted to drugs. But that live stream when he got arrested,
It's entertainment. Yeah.
that was the best piece of crypto content that I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I know. And I was best. Honestly, some of the most views I've had on my channel was covering that thing religiously.
Me too.
I was in it. Yeah. Just covering it.
But I was in Israel and I was like, why am I making a video on this guy getting arrested?
I was at home with a girlfriend at the time, fucking just on a couch. I was like, I ain't got nothing else to do.
And he literally was just like looking at the phone, like, all right, Cassie's in the car. Cassie's in the car. The cop's like, who are you talking to? He's like, I'm live. I'm live on the internet. I'm a streamer. There's 2,000 people watching. And I was just like, this is like, that's some shit you see in a movie, you know?
It was hilarious. All right. Okay. Political news. Let me share this again with the sound. Okay. So there's this girl, right? And I want to know what you guys think here. There's this girl going around pretty much, so this is from the New York Post. Tufts says international student taken in U.S. custody, visa revoked. So the student's here on a visa, right? And she's going out protesting Israel and pretty much like promoting, you could say jihad, promoting pro-Palestine views on campus, is stirring up a ruckus. And this is her, I think this morning or last morning, getting approached by undercover officers, and they're going to probably deport her. Check this out. Undercover. Boom.
For what? What'd she do?
She's like stirring up a ruckus on campuses, super pro-Palestine, obviously, and obviously anti-Israel, and pretty much like promoting these ideals in the United States. I feel a certain way about this, but I get it. But let's continue it. So they pretty much arrest her. He's here on a student visa, I believe. So they pretty much arrest her. Somebody's recording, a bunch of undercover like ICE agents, I believe. Do you think we should be deporting people like this and like rolling up on people like this if they're in our country? Here's the thing. I get it. We're the land of free speech and stuff like that. But if you're here on a fucking visa and you're putting these toxic ideals into our society, in my opinion, I think it's wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. I think protesting the Israel-Gaza situation is warranted because of the they are fucking carpet bombing the fuck out of these motherfuckers. I mean, it is nuts. There's two sides to a story. It's not as simple as that. But hey, man, you're promoting terrorism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that you just got to look at, are they inciting violence? Like, I want to see a clip of this girl, like what she's doing. Is she burning the American flag? Is she inciting violence? Is she like, supporting Hamas? If so, I think you deport her. I think you get her out. Especially like, dude, she's on here. She's in our country on a visa. Like, we are giving her an opportunity to live in the greatest country on earth. And what is she doing with opportunity? Is she going to school, bettering herself, giving back to charity? No, she's promoting and inciting violence. So I say you get rid of her. And I would be saying the same stuff. I'm Jewish, obviously. And if someone was, promoting and inciting violence in the name of Israel, I would say deport them as well. So there's two sides to each story. But at the end of the day, I think that Trump made it pretty clear. If you're promoting and inciting violence in these rallies and these protests on college campuses, you will be kicked out of this country, especially if you're here illegally, and especially if you're here on a visa. It's not an American citizen.
I want to find a video for like just
violence is violence. You can't promote and incite violence. Violence is violence at the end of the day. So I don't have a problem with it. Chat, what do you guys think? I don't have a problem with it. I think if I want to see a video of what she's doing now. If she's a perfect girl and she's in school and she's working hard and she's here trying to make America a better place, no issues. But if she's inciting violence in these riots that we're seeing on college campuses, get her out of here.
I want to see some of I saw a clip, but I want to see more of her just going absolutely hamothy, and stuff like that. But that's interesting, what's crazy, like Queers for Palestine and stuff like that. They don't like gay people.
Yeah, of course. They don't like them in their country at all.
It's crazy. I think the media is like so responsible for a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? It's absolutely
They're
crazy.
responsible for everything.
Yeah.
Like so many of my liberal friends used to love Elon Musk. Now they think he's the devil. I'm like, why do you guys think that? Like, you're literally just quote tweeting and repeating what Rachel Maddow says on MSNBC. It's all about news, It's just propaganda. At the end of the day, they control the narrative. They know they control the narrative, and that's why they do a good job. But
she fucking sucks. Fucking do not like her.
She makes bank though, dude.
Terrible.
She's making like $20 million a year.
For fucking what? You know what I mean? But we did see the Democrats' approval ratings at 20%, which is crazy. You know what I mean?
The Democratic Party?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, because you have that one crazy lady calling a handicapped governor Hot Wheels.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Had a flame one time.
You have Tim Walz celebrating the downfall of an American company and praying that the stock goes lower, knowing that millions of Americans own that stock. Like they're doing everything wrong. The only person that's doing something good is Gavin Newsom.
He's actually catching fire. AOC and Bernie Sanders too. I think because I was a Bernie Sanders supporter in 2016. I went to a rally, but that's before I really didn't understand what was going on. And then what really like got me like radicalized, it's not really radicalized, but like opened my eyes, was one, moving to fucking Portland and seeing how crazy those motherfuckers were. I'm trying to get to work in the morning. You know what I mean? Are we frozen?
No.
I'm trying to get to work in the morning, and my screen says we're frozen. But I'm trying to get to work in the morning. These motherfuckers are blocking the fucking street. I'm like, hey, black man, trying to get the fucking work here. Get the fuck out of the way. One, in 2016. And two, is seeing how they kind of stiffed him for Hillary Clinton. Like, fuck Bernie Sanders. We're putting the establishment there. And then I was like, oh, okay. That's how fucking.
I liked Bernie too. I went to a rally. He came to Santa Barbara, California. I went to a rally. It was like my first presidential rally when he was running for president.
Yeah, free shit. Woo!
Sounded good. When you have no money in college, it sounded really good.
Yeah, woo-hoo, free
But
shit.
Bernie's kind of crazy too. And honestly, that guy's, he, like whenever someone's older, you tend to be nicer to them, right? Besides Nancy. But like, you're like, oh, Bernie's an old man, sweet man. But it's like, he has gotten so much money from the healthcare industry. It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
RFK called him out on his Senate
big
hearing.
Big Pharma.
Yeah, Big Pharma. And he goes, I only accepted 1.3 million from them. It's like 1.3 million in 1 year. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like that's why these guys are so rich. But can't say that we wouldn't do the same. Can't say that we wouldn't.
Oh yeah, if I'm politicians, bro, you better better lobby for me. Yeah, hell yeah. Big Pharma. Hell yeah. Pfizer's great. Fill my bank account, baby.
Pfizer,
Give me that yacht.
Everyone needs the vaccine.
Everyone needs 5 jabs.
Did you get the vaccine, Jake? No. But everyone needs it.
Yeah, I had to get it. So.
Yeah, you had to get it. I had to get it too. I mean, I've told the story. Like,
you didn't have to get it.
I mean, I was working for a tech company in liberal San Francisco. They were so liberal, they gave us a day off to go get the jab. And I remember being on a sales call, and everybody's like, and this was like 2 weeks after they gave us a day off, and everybody's like, oh, which one did you get? Which one did you get? Oh, you got it? And they're like, Jake, which one did you get? I was like, Pfizer.
I think that one.
I took that sick day off though. Got that payday.
It's funny because I got it. I got
paid day off to go get a jab.
That's great. Yeah. I got it. And then I remember I got like COVID like twice. And the second time was bad. I was like sick as fuck. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like I thought I was supposed to help me,
What did we get this week, dude? We're still coughing.
Yeah.
And guys, I do want to make a note here. While all the other KOLs were disappearing because they got a mean tweet. Rodney and I get millions of mean tweets a day. We still show up even when we're sick. But what did we have here this week? I mean, it's been over a week that we've both been coughing and sneezing.
Probably some sort of STD, I would say.
I don't think so. I'm a virgin.
I don't know. Probably like a common cold or some variant. I don't know. But we got it over pretty quick.
Chili's talking shit. You took the jab, unfollowed. He was in the military.
Chili?
Rodney was Navy SEAL.
I was not a Navy SEAL. I was a National Guard for California and didn't do shit.
But he had to take it, Chili. So
we didn't have to. It was one of those. So we were. So
Chili, you unfollow him, unfollow me too. All right, it's my brother.
I think he's just saying he's fucking around. But I was. It was one of those things where we were graduating. I was graduating from basic training, and they were like, okay, people that don't get the vaccine, your family can't come to family day, which didn't make any sense if you think about it. Or they couldn't come to graduation because they didn't want to spread it. None of the rules made sense. And so I was like, well, and only like 4 guys in our unit didn't do it, and they didn't really have family. But at the time I was married, and I wanted my wife and her family to come. And I'm like, yeah, I want them to come because I was horny. I want to bang my wife as soon as I was out of that bitch, bro. You see no women except for the fat fucking cooks that were black, and they got hotter as time went on. But like, in general, like I wanted my wife to come to fucking see me graduate.
Yeah, we have some breaking news. 100%, I agree with you. We have some breaking news with Binance listing another token.
What is this?
Binance launches Guns token on launch pool for gaming ecosystem.
Nice.
Binance had announced the addition of Gunzilla Games Guns as the 66th project on its launch pool. Users can farm gun tokens by staking BNB, FUSD, and USDC starting March 28th. So tomorrow, the trading for Gun will begin on March 31st. So this shit, I mean, maybe a good time to buy this today before the listing. But Guns, shout to Guns. Never heard of it. Never seen it.
Yeah.
And it's on
because
Binance.
it's not a shit coin. It's because it's not a shit coin.
Look at this. This is
actual good project.
Looks like a fucking sick ass video game.
Well, it's a launch pad, so it's like different games, like Beam kind of, I believe. Or like Gala.
Oh, we got to dive into it, but shout out to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Binance listing more.
Fortnite? This looks like Fortnite. Is that the game?
It's probably a game that's similar to Fortnite launched on their
Avalanche is talking about Saturday afternoon on Teardrop Island. So let's follow along with Mash CT and friends. All right.
Avalanche really leaning heavy on the gaming. Classic Crypto does a lot of gaming.
Same with Sui.
Yeah. Is gaming the move? I don't know.
I mean, I'm a gamer. I play FIFA. I'm nasty. Beat Mike again.
He's not
beat
good.
Mike 7-2 first game. Second game, we were 0-0 in the 66th minute. Scored a nice goal with Argentina. And then 90th minute, he's making a comeback. Nice steal. long pass down the net, down the field to Messi. Messi finishes 2-0.
Messi,
Nasty.
Did you have so many fake accounts following me? This is like the fourth one in like the last few days, and I keep blocking them.
Yeah, I've given up on them. If I see it, I'll block it, but there's too much. You see what Stephen A. Smith said about LeBron James?
Oh yeah, I did see that. Well, the thing is, like, if you're like in the media, it's like LeBron James. He's calm the fuck down. Like, he has to criticize your son. We know the only reason why he's there is because of you. You know, like, he's not. Look I'm a regular guy, and doing a regular ass. I'm not nowhere near the popularity of LeBron James and his son. I get it, but like, the only reason why he's getting playing time is because you're his son, his dad.
For sure.
And people are criticizing him because of that, because it's the media. That's what they do, you know? And yeah, I mean, LeBron James is upset at Stephen A. Smith. It's like,
let's play this clip, see what Stephen said today.
You'd be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business. Okay, but the fact is,
he bringing it up now.
Yeah, this is another clip here on his show.
that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately sworn. Immediately.
And his
boxing's so bad too.
Did you see the video of him boxing?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it right now. That shit was so funny. There's a video of him boxing somewhere. I can't find it. Where's it at? It's so funny. So funny. Can't find it anywhere. But yeah. But I mean, yeah, you got to defend yourself. You know, I mean, LeBron James is going to put his hands on him, but I think it's kind of soft from LeBron James. I mean, it's the media, bro.
Yeah, they have to. But LeBron's been treated pretty fairly, and I mean, his son's not doing bad. His son's not bad in any way.
LeBron has put the NBA in his back. That don't forget about Curry, man. To be honest, I think Curry has been more of a transcendent player for the game. He changed the whole game. Everybody's shooting fucking threes. Yeah.
But LeBron is LeBron. The guy's a winner. The guy's a champion.
Steph Curry's better.
Hot take. They're different.
Oh, Steph Curry's better.
They're so different.
Hot take.
Different positions, different players. One-on-one, LeBron beats him every time.
Oh, wait, it's a team sport.
Well, one-on-one every time.
Yeah,
but
no shit.
I think that LeBron, dude, he's been playing since I was a fucking baby and
actually
dominating.
That is crazy. This motherfucker's dunking and fucking. He's like 40-something. This thing is getting up there.
Yeah.
But I think I enjoy Steph Curry more. I think he's more exciting. Small guy, 6'1", which is tall, or 6'2", just fucking throw all these tall motherfuckers, bam, shooting threes over like the Olympics is crazy.
I remember Steph Curry watching him when I was in high school when he was playing at Davidson, and he was tearing up the Final Four, like the Elite Eight, whatever it was, like 30 points, 40 points, and he got drafted, and he's had a great career. They're both GOATs, you know. It's hard to debate on GOATs. They're all GOATs.
I just enjoy watching Steph Curry more.
Yeah. Let's see what this is.
Yeah, LeBron James, Steph Curry on the same team would be nasty.
Let's see this. Pull this up.
Because you're gonna have to leave Steph Curry open. That's what you don't want to do.
Let's pull this up. We got Keir Stammer, the Chad running London, saying knife crime is at epidemic levels and is ruining lives across Britain. As Prime Minister, I'll crack down on sales of these lethal weapons once and for all. When I announce a ban, you'll get a ban. This was January 24th, so earlier this year. And he said, confirm ninja swords will be banned by the summer. When we promise action, we take it. Tristan Tate says, Keir, my friend, it isn't the ninja swords. It's the ninjas. If you know, you know. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. The thing is,
swords don't kill people.
And the thing is, like, guys, California literally. What the fuck is going on my feed? California literally. What the fuck is going on here? No, but California literally, like, the guns are like not legal there, guys. There are plenty of people in California that shouldn't have guns that have guns. So that's why I like Florida, is because, like, you know, at least you can fucking defend yourself if shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? Shout
out to older fatter Jake, you're the GOAT. Yeah, I think. But what we do realize, like, guns don't kill people, knives don't kill people, right? People kill people. Mentally challenged, or not mentally challenged, mentally insane people kill people. It's not the gun. There's never been a gun that has ever. Maybe it has.
There has. I've seen a video where people there was a gun like malfunctioning, shooting itself, and then someone in the comments like, "Well, there goes our guns don't kill people."
Okay, so it has happened, but knives definitely have never killed someone.
No, I could kill you with my bare hands, Jake.
For sure,
I could do it right now if I want.
You could try
with your bare hands.
You probably get slept. You probably get.
I could, but I won't.
You probably get slept.
I won't, because I'm I just wouldn't do that to you. But
You
if I
could.
wanted to, I could.
You could.
Just snatch
And
your
Coach
neck.
would fucking come in there with a head kick.
He probably watched.
Coach Cam. So I got to bring this up. Yesterday, I'm sitting there.
He let you get near.
I'm eating 90-10 ground beef.
Yeah.
I'm eating 3 eggs and I'm eating avocado, right? Healthy lunch, right?
Yeah.
And Coach sits there and he has the audacity to tell me that I'm going to get fat.
That's not how it went down. First off, you asked me, is this healthy? I'm like, all right, you're eating, it was like a pound of ground beef,
Yeah.
3 eggs, and a whole avocado. It was like 1,200 calories by the end of it.
Yeah.
If you eat this every day and you don't, and he wasn't working out that day.
He said I'm going to get fat. I go, Coach, you don't know me. You don't know me, son.
Dude.
Absolutely. Always diced, always shredded,
Yeah.
running 5 miles a day, going on walks, working out. I could honestly eat double quarter pounders every day. I'll never get fat.
Yeah, that's not true.
I'm too diced.
You would get fat.
I'm fucking diced right now.
Take it from a fat guy. You get fat.
I don't think I'll ever get fat. I'm just too dialed.
You should learn more about nutrition because
Nope.
you get older, you get more tired. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to do those walks and stuff.
I love the walks. Look at my mother.
Well, you don't eat
Jewish
breakfast.
mother.
You don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast.
That's the thing.
I haven't eaten today. I've already ran 3 miles. I did a 3-minute and 5-second plank because we're going up 5 seconds every day.
Nice.
A minute 20-second side plank. Meditated, did breath work. I'm not going to get fat. I haven't eaten anything. I've had coffee a little bit. I'm not going to get fat. There's no way. Coach is out of his damn mind.
I didn't say you get fat. I just said if you ate.
Do you imagine Jake just fat, rich Jewish guy? Dude, that'd be sick.
Is
That'd be hard.
This is crazy right here. This guy really did that.
The chest hair would hit way harder.
Look
if
at
you're
this. Choose Nick Rich.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, this little nose.
But like, dude, like it ain't that big.
It's pretty big.
It's a pretty big.
He is
nose.
an ugly looking motherfucker.
Yeah, but
cool.
he owns it though, you know.
Yeah,
He owns it. He's
choosing
went
Nick
viral.
Ray. Who cares? He's rich.
He's rich and his name's
Got
Nick.
money. The great
And
equalizer.
he does a lot of content.
Yeah, who cares?
Steve says, Jack, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Rodney is correct. Your metabolism slows down as you get older. Not for me. Not when you run 5 miles a day.
True. That
walk
is
every
true.
day.
If you Jake's a fucking calorie burning furnace. You know?
Yeah, and I feel hungry right now.
But you do got to watch out.
I'm gonna go eat a pound of fucking beef. I only have 2 eggs, Coach, and I'm gonna do an avocado again, and we'll see if I get fat.
I gotta go buy some groceries.
Honestly, I might take my shirt off right now. I feel fucking shredded.
Let's not take my shirt off here. We're gonna keep that on for another 3 months. Then we'll take it off.
3 months, we better be dialed in. Peace. Sorry, peace. I do agree with what you say. No, I agree, but I just think like that's why I don't feel bad for fat people. I don't really fat shame. You know, I'm not really a fat shamer.
Yeah.
When I see them on the street, you know, exercising, I think it's good. No, I think it's good. I think you got to get it in. But I mean, dude, if I would be fat if I didn't do the hard shit.
Yeah.
And speaking of ice baths, Rodney,
Here we go.
Rodney fucking
Yeah.
hates ice baths, but
I
he is on
don't.
a
I'm
weight
a-
loss
I'm-
journey. So
I'm
I'm going to
black.
read this for everybody out there.
Guys, this is so retarded. You
No,
stop
no.
watching Andrew Huberman.
You need to watch more Andrew Huberman.
You know what burns fucking fat too? Exercising and cutting calories. Not fucking ice baths in the morning.
Right here, guys. So this is from ChatGPT, so you know it's accurate, right? Not biased. Brown fat or brown adipose tissue is a type of fat in your body. Coach agrees with this.
It is legit.
Brown
yeah,
fat.
but like, what is it? 1% difference?
Let me get through it.
Go ahead.
Brown fat is a type of fat in your body that helps generate heat by burning calories. When you're exposed to cold temperatures, like in cold water, your body activates brown fat to help maintain your core temperature. This process, Rodney, is called thermogenesis. Having more brown fat is beneficial because it can increase your metabolism and help you burn more calories, potentially, which I think is true, aiding in weight management. It also plays a role in regulating blood sugar levels and improving overall metabolic health. So exposure to cold water can stimulate these brown fat cells and offer some health benefits. So essentially, you ice bath, you get better, you feel better. It's good for recovery, and you can also lose weight by doing it.
Great. Cool. Thanks.
It's on 37. Shall we do it right now?
I don't like
I'll
ice
do it with
baths.
you. I'm sick.
I don't like ice baths. I just
No one likes ice baths except
You
Coach.
actually like
Coach is
them.
kind of a crazy dude.
it's
Look
like
at this.
I like to exercise, but
we-
like
Look at this. Can I play
it
this? Video?
sucks.
This dude is in 37 degrees.
He loves it. Oh my God, this guy's a savage. 39 today, and he loves it.
This dude's 39 and he's dancing in an ice bath. There's levels of this shit, you know. I get in there, I struggle. He likes it. Fighters are a little bit more crazy though. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
crazy. Yeah, that's funny. Coach Elon said he didn't want to start a fight team because he said he didn't want to deal with fighters. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Yeah,
It looks like BlackRock is buying more Bitcoin.
yeah,
What
that's a big story too. A lot of people think like the market was like pulling back a little bit yesterday, which we still have a week until these tariffs go into effect. That maybe the market will start to dump, and but institutions are buying. Bitcoin right now. That's why the market's pretty stable. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, they're buying more. So
Yep.
they want to own everything, including Bitcoin.
They bought $100 million in Bitcoin ETF inflows. This money makes me like, I do have some FOMO. I can't lie. I try not to have FOMO. But Michael Saylor's buying $500 million worth of Bitcoin. And we looked at GameStop yesterday.
Yeah, okay, it's gone.
What?
I had a little bet in the cave.
I usually do.
Yeah.
GameStop yesterday, they have $5 billion in cash.
They dumped today.
How much are they going to put into a Bitcoin?
I think they didn't say they were going to put their cash into Bitcoin. I think they were going to take they're going to find another way to buy it. So that was kind of bearish. I think that was like the story this morning.
Let's see what Steve said. Steve said, can't wait till I weigh over 200 again. 198, almost back. So he's trying to gain weight.
Steve, you fucking gorilla.
I'm like 205. Steve's trying to gain weight. Some people are trying to lose weight. Guys, put your weights in the chat. Put your honest weights in the chat. If you're fat, I'm going to give you some motivation.
Get an ice bath, you fat fuck.
Nah, I mean, I never fat shame, but I mean, I think that's the one thing that you, for most part, right? If you have some issue where you can't walk, work out, go outside, exercise, I won't say anything to you. But if you are just overweight because you're lazy,
some people just don't give a fuck.
Well, you need to, because it's going to help you live longer and live a better life.
For
like
sure.
Start with the walk. It's so good. Like start with a 1 mile walk. That's it. Start with that. The next day, 1.1 miles, 1.2. Work your way up to 2 miles. Then run for half a mile, then a mile. Like you can get into shape. I don't care your age.
I think like running and walking is monotonous for some people. I like it because, you know, especially my knees not being a bitch. But do a sport where it doesn't feel like exercise, you know?
I didn't think people were actually going to put their weights in the chat. We got 120 plus 69. That sounds like 189 to me. 160 pounds. Is that actually him?
God damn.
Yeah,
nigga.
look, that is what we
damn.
all need to look like. Look at this fucking profile picture. Where is it?
He's on stage. He's like 5% body.
I don't care.
That's not where you want to be.
No, that's not where you want to be. I'll never look like that, but like that's what we should strive for, right? Like that's the pinnacle. Here's the low.
C90 says can't confirm. Some people just don't care. I was there. Yeah, some people just don't give a shit.
I want some people that watch our stream to fucking want to work out.
Well,
too.
you value looking good. You know, you value.
No, I value feeling good. I value feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly like. Yeah, you look good, you feel good, but for me, working out is more of a mental thing. Like I get all that shit out. I wasn't able to work out for the week because I was a little bit sick. I did my push-ups and planks and shit, but today I did a 3-mile run. Still sick, and I feel better. You see me? Look how fucking good I look. Look how good I feel. You feel the energy coming
Jake's
through
ready
this
to
microphone.
Sling some dick today. That's what he's ready to do.
Whoa.
Sling
While doing it sick, guys.
Don't
So
clip that.
nah, I'm not gonna fat shame, but what
He's super fat shaming. What do you've been fat shaming?
195 from 225. Good
Yeah.
for you. I miss eating burgers though. You can still eat your burger. Just do it without the bun.
No, nigga.
Eat ground beef.
Make a healthy burger. You don't have to do it without the bun. Just buy low calorie buns.
Look at this right here. I'm married 8 years now. I got engaged at 3:30. So when I got married at 275 pounds, I just didn't care. If I went back up, I was in a better place.
Some people just don't care.
Wait,
You know,
I don't know what that means.
I think some people, because it depends on like your motivation. Is it for aesthetics? Because the big common thing we see is like a lot of people will. You're at 15% stage body fat.
No, he's saying right now he's at 50,
Oh yeah, I was
160.
like, no, ain't no way you were on stage 15%.
Stage
You're
body
at
fat,
5.
I
That nigga-
like.
dude, bodybuilding is insane, dude. Shout out to you, the Don. But you know, some people like will get in relationships and they're off the market, so they don't want to look hot. But that's a big mistake. I mean, it happens to a lot of people. Happen to me, you know.
Dude, Steve was 320 and
Goddamn,
he's
you
at
fat
198.
Fuck.
He was.
Let's go, Steve.
My heaviest weight was 320. That's huge, dude. Good for you. So he lost over 120 pounds.
Okay,
That's fun.
Steve.
So if Steve can do it, we can do it too.
Oh.
265 pounds now. I don't know how tall you are, but it sounds big to me. C90 FTW. Let's get after it, huh? Let's get after it. I want to motivate our audience to
Yeah,
fucking.
225 is good.
I want to make, because dude, if you make, like, look, everyone's here to make money in the crypto space, but if you can't live long enough and
True.
enjoy it, then what's the point of making money?
We saw that quote the other day, and this hit me hard because, you know, I was dealing with some shit. It's like when you're healthy, you have 1,000 problems. When you're not, you have one problem.
Yep.
And that's your health, you know, and that's important. And so that's why I'm, you know, putting a lot of you know, stuff, you know, just time and effort into physical.
Yeah, just make it part of your routine. All right. You're talking about getting in shape, and I'm over here eating Butterfinger popcorn. See that, and it's also the food too.
Well, Jay Huck has a very active job, you know.
It's also the food too.
He's a
but
male
yeah.
stripper for a dude, so you know he's really burning a lot of calories sliding down those poles.
Is that really what he does?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
or a
bro.
mechanic, I forgot, but I think it's the stripper.
6'2.5", targeting 234 pounds. Good, I like it. Targeting 234, 210. Gym is life. My dedication real. Over 30 years working out, but I'm just a regular person.
Sheesh, Hugo.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what it's about, though. You know,
Yeah.
just daily workout. So we'll motivate you guys. If you are fat now, Just take a hard look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're going to lose weight.
Wait till you guys see my before and after pictures in like August. It's gonna blow your.
can't wait to see it.
It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Bro.
Can't wait to see it. We should all do that. We should all go on a little fitness journey together too.
You're just dialed all year though.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm just like I don't work out and I stay diced. It's like I fucking work out hard.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're dialed. So there's no before and after.
No,
you're just dialed.
Just from like 2020 to 2025, like,
Dialed.
same.
Yeah, dialed, which is good. That's where you want to be.
In the winter, I do get a little bit lazy.
Yeah, health as well in the winter. Yeah, but like
get lazy.
you bring it back down when the sun comes out. You know.
Yeah, once that sun comes out. Go change tires like Pereira seems to build a lot of insane physiques. Turned 36 today. Oh, happy birthday.
Who?
C90 FTW.
Birthday to you.
He turned 36 today, so I started getting into better fitness last year and focused on nutrition. Good for you. Yeah, you got to start now, you know, because like my uncle right now, God bless his soul, he's in the hospital. I don't want to air out his dirty laundry, but
Yeah, he's not.
you know, he's had diabetes. I think like stage 2, or I don't even know, stage 1.
That might be
What's it called?
type
Coach?
2.
Type 2.
Stage
What's the
2.
one that you're the worst one? Type 1.
Type 1's like you can't help.
I think he
Yeah.
developed it, but you know, he's had surgeries and not good blood
And
flow.
you
And
have your
it's,
mom on the other hand who's like
Yeah,
the
every
healthiest
day.
motherfucker
she's
on
probably
this
already
earth.
walked 4 miles,
Yeah.
swam, did yoga, and took in like 3 dogs for a walk.
Jeez.
She's healthy. So I just see it firsthand in my family, and it's like, oh wow, I want to eat that pizza and that Twinkie, but guess what? Diabetes runs rampant in my family. I don't want to be in a hospital bed when I'm 70. I want to be out walking. I want to be on a nice yacht in Mykonos with some beautiful women having fun at 70,
Yeah. Hard on everything.
enjoying it.
Yeah. And the other thing is testosterone too, man. But I noticed too that I gained so much weight. It's like testosterone goes so down. Like I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like it's huge. It's huge. Yeah.
Success says I made a profile image of Jake and Ghibli style. Send it to me. Tag me real quick. I'm gonna go to my notifications. I want to retweet it.
Happy birthday.
Tag me, sir, if you can.
You.
Or kid.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Sorry.
I would love a nap too.
Happy birthday to you.
Tag me in that. We got a new YouTube member because we've been speaking that those
C90.
facts. Happy birthday, brother.
For the win.
Thank you for joining the YouTube membership. 7 is 7 still in here? Do we earn your follow or no?
I met C90 on
Hinge.
Grinder, but Hit Network's live stream. I remember that when I was over there for like a week or some shit.
Cool guy.
Dude, C90's the man, bro.
Cool guy. Can you tag me in that? I want to retweet my Ghibli.
You Ghibli? Yo, Ghibli?
Let's see if we get it.
Yo, wait, Ghibli?
Let's see if we get it. Tag me in that. Type 1 you're born with. Type 2 is you got fat. Yeah,
My god, I'm so tired.
I didn't get the Ghibli.
Oh.
But anyways, if you do tag me, I'll retweet it.
What am I
And
tired of? You know?
yeah, I think it's normal to be tired, you know? You work hard.
Yeah, yesterday
China slams the United States for increasing tariffs.
I
Trade
saw that. Yeah,
and tariff wars have no winners. No country in the world thrive and prosper through imposing tariffs. The U.S. levies violate WTO
Shut the
rules,
fuck up, damn
undermine
commies.
the rules-based multilateral trading system, hurt the common interests of people from all countries, and will not help address the U.S.'s own problems. Well, we shall see,
Get out of here, China. No one
Mr.
cares
Xi
about you.
Jinping. We shall see.
Yeah, we don't care about that, bro. We're trying to make America great again. I'm tired.
We're trying to make America yawn again.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see what else. What else do we got today?
Ooh, I'm gonna buy some good food right now. I'm gonna go to Publix and buy some good food. Good
else
food
we
for
got
the,
today?
For the good food for the health.
Yep, good food, good food. Let's see. Send me this profile picture, my friend, so I can repost it. I want to see it. If not, it's all good. I'll make a Ghibli myself. I know how to do it. I'm not a boomer. And that's it, guys. That's the show. I believe we're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be game time decision. Rodney needs a nap.
I do.
And
Man, these yawn smacked me out of nowhere.
make sure to wear your fun shirts tomorrow, guys.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Right,
And
for sure.
we will see you tomorrow,
Yeah.
bright and early, guys. Have a good day, good weekend on Friday if we don't see you.
Enjoy
We'll
the
see you
rest
guys
of your
soon.
day, guys.
Peace.
Peace.